What up, y'all? Shit, hold on. What up, y'all? Uh, I'm about to get the playoffs started. I'm just making sure that everything is the way I want it to be. Bum, bum, ba, bum. Why does it do that shit? Anyway, so the playoffs start today. Well, I'm gonna play the playoffs today. This is the last game, last week of the season. Yes, week 17. We won a lot of awards and stuff like that. But so I'll replay week 17 for those of you that didn't catch the last live or forgot what happened or whatever. I'll replay the weekly wrap up, all right? Check it out. Yes, week 17. We won a lot of awards and stuff like that. Oh, damn, I'm fucking up. So,
Hey, I'm
week
Chris
17,
Berman.
we
Got a lot of
playing it.
games to cover. Let's get at it.
The playoffs.
In our first game this week, we had the
The
Dolphins come
playoffs
away
are
with a
next week,
7-point
but
win.
I'll finish up.
We had a big
after
trade
the
also of
wrap
note
up.
here. Trey's got the lowdown
Or I'll
for
finish
us.
talking
Trey?
about it after
We'll
the wrap
shift
up because
gears
I know
now
y'all couldn't hear
just
me
a
good
little
and
and
turn
have a
the
look at a few trades that should
the
certainly be of
microphone on.
interest. Vernon Carey leaves the Dolphins and is on his way to the Lions. So he'll be asked to be a big part in what'll be a revamped offensive line. In exchange, they'll get someone to beef up their roster. Steven Alexander will find himself in a new situation. So it'll be interesting to see how he gets utilized in this offense.
In a long-standing AFC rivalry, we had the Chiefs pick up their 8th win of the year. The Titans lost this one, but will stay at number 3 in the AFC South. Browns, Texans. AFC South.
How he gets utilized.
Number 1 would air it out on this one, and he would find his man. The Texans win this one by the final score of 24-7. Dane Looker had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Aaron Smith had over 10 tackles and helped his Steelers beat the Bills. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Troy Vincent sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own mash unit. Fred Beasley won't see action for a while, so this offense is going to have to make do without him. X-rays revealing that a broken foot is the report. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. Now, on to even bigger news, as you may have already heard. Kendrell Bell had to be placed on injured reserve, so he'll be on the sidelines for the rest of the year. Just a key blow to the heart of this defense. So that'll do it for now. Chris, let's send it back to you.
Falcons, Seahawks. Aaron Beasley
Is sometimes in no man's land, but you play the corner, you got to be tough. Reads it perfectly. Picture perfect down the sidelines. The 30, the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, 55-yard pick.
The Falcons go on to win this by the final score of 24-23. In the Big Apple, New York, we had the Giants come away with a very compelling 28-point blowout. Over in Oakland, we had the Raiders win this one to the tune of 13 points. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Chris, let's switch gears and talk about players that'll have new homes in the National Football League, as free agency continues to play such a huge role in determining a team's makeup. Mo Lewis will have a new place to call home as he accepts a new contract. 4 years, $5.9 million. Antoine Smith will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Ravens. Jason Gilden is on the move, as you see, as he accepts a pretty good offer to leave his current club. 5 years, $18.3 million. Added on to that, a $3.6 million signing bonus. Jeremiah Trotter will also be locked up for a while as he signs a healthy 6-year contract with the Bears.
Saints, Panthers. Stephen Davis
He's in his own territory, would like to get his team out to the midfield stripe. Takes the pitch, goes off right tackle, bursts through the hole. Look at him go! The 20, the 10, touchdown! 62 yards!
The Panthers go on to win this by the final score of 17-13. The Cardinals unleashed over 400 passing yards in the victory at Tempe, Arizona. The Packers won on the road and end their season on a high note. The Redskins lost this one, but will stay at number 2 in the NFC East. Ahmed Plummer had a stellar game, but all said and done, his performance wasn't enough to lift his team to a victory. Jake the Snake Plummer went to the end zone 4 times and helped his Broncos beat the Colts. And in our final game, we had the Eagles come away victorious.
All right, Chris, thanks. All right, folks, our playoff picture has now been officially finalized. So let's take a look at it now, shall we? We'll begin with a look at the AFC. Meanwhile, over in the NFC, the playoff picture looks like this. So the playoff matchups are set in stone, and we should have a few games that put the Wild into Wild Card Weekend. And that'll do it from here. Chris, let's send it back over to you.
And then there were 12, the playoffs, right around the corner, which means it's time for our regular season awards. But first, my primetime players. The final round of game balls go to these Warriors, each with a standout performance in the final game of the regular season. All right, as promised, here's a look at this year's best of the best, our season-ending NFL award. Number 1, without a doubt, is going to take home the hardware in this one. You see the numbers on your screen, but numbers really don't tell the whole story. Leadership, work ethic, love of the game, that's what truly makes him stand out. Yeah, without question, the best year of anyone. Number 2 has got to be our choice for Offensive Player of the Year, and you've got to be hard-pressed to find better numbers than that. Obviously, give a lot of credit to the rest of the offense, but this is the guy that was driving the car, so to speak. Darren Sharper gets the nod as our Defensive Player of the Year, and I'll tell you what, there was no one better at taking quarterbacks and receivers alike completely out of their game. Great season. Number 1 comes away with the Offensive Rookie of the Year award. You know, it's very difficult to come straight from college. He handed the keys to an NFL offense, but he stepped in and did a bang-up job. Watch out. He's only going to get better with age. Teddy Lehman was our Defensive Rookie of the Year. Hard to think of any young linebacker with better instincts for the football than he has. He wins it in a landslide. Number 1 ran away with the rushing title this year. Talk about a threat out of the backfield, my friends. Finesse, speed, a surprising amount of power, which he used to bowl over the few who actually managed to lay a finger on him. What a year. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
All right, y'all. It's playoff time, baby. Now, I will say, I don't know how we're going to do in these playoffs. We didn't have the greatest regulars. I mean, we went 16-0, but there's too many games. Like the Colts took us to the wire. The Colts took us to the wire. Where is it at? 51-44, man. Come on. 24-21 when we played the Colts the second time. So we were never fully in control of the game. We almost lost to the Jaguars. I mean, this was the last second score, basically. We had won by 1 point. The Browns, this should have been a 40-something to 7 game. It wasn't. We've had too many games where we were not dominant. So, and obviously playoff teams are going to be better than regular season teams. Start the playoffs. Alright, so here's the wild card. The Colts, who have been giving us a hard time. Honestly, all these teams will probably give us a hard time the way that we were playing. The Browns. Alright, so let's simulate one game at a time. Well, we can, I guess, in the whole week. Never mind, I guess. So Oakland beat the Colts, so luckily we don't have to play the Colts a third time, but we could have trouble with Oakland, you know? Cleveland beat Denver, so A.J. McPherson, Cleveland's quarterback that I made for him. Hey, I guess he balled out, you know? Philadelphia, the Eagles beat the Panthers. Wow, Arizona lost. They had to create a quarterback too. Oh, I guess it's only showing. Wait, what? This doesn't make sense. Yeah, I guess it's only showing teams that are in the playoffs, I guess. But I am surprised that Arizona lost. So we play Oakland. A.J. McPherson and the Browns play New England. They got Seattle, Atlanta, Philadelphia, and Green Bay. Let's get started. Now my offense is a lot better now, I guess.
Hi there, I'm Chris.
Let's see how this goes,
Here we
y'all.
go on ESPN.
Let's see how this goes.
The road to the Super Bowl continues here on ESPN. The field is narrow. We'll be down to 4 teams by the end of the day Sunday. Coming up, we've got an awfully good divisional matchup for you here. Raiders, Texans. Now.
Well, the fans definitely look pumped up and ready for today's game. Welcome to this AFC Divisional Playoff game here on ESPN. I'm Dan Stevens. My pal Peter O'Keefe is here with me. And Peter, the winner of this game will be headed to the AFC Championship game.
That's right, Dan. It's win or go home. With the conference championship
Hello.
game within
Hello.
reach, both teams have tasted their share of success this season, Dan. However, one team today will taste bitter defeat. With the game about to begin, we'll see who has what it takes to advance to the next round.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
All right, so we'll see who gets ball first. The Raiders. If the Raiders' offense performs to its capabilities, we might be in trouble. We could very well be in trouble because our defense is not it.
Chris Brown kicking off for the Texans.
Our defense is not it.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Brown boots the opening kickoff. Francis decides to take it out of the end zone. Break free. Brought down at the 19.
Carlos Francis took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Raiders' offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 19-yard line. Porter goes in motion. Wheatley chews up 4 yards.
Yeah, the Raiders don't have
and
Charlie
that will bring
Gardner
up
no more.
second
He's
down.
I think he's playing for the 49ers now.
Bring it this way, Rice.
Single back. Single back. 22-yard.
Down, set, check, goal 16, check, goal 16.
Gannon unloads this one on the left as the reception's made at the 38. Finally
Jerry
stopped
fucking
at
Rice.
the 41. First down. First down with the tight end right.
Down, set, hurry, 39, hurry, 39.
Wheatley stopped at the line, and that brings up second down. Somebody in here is going to challenge me, please.
Down. Set.
Rice goes in motion.
Green 15. Green 15.
I totally forgot to play the weekly wrap-up for the wild card.
Wheatley.
My bad.
Heads left. Dragged down at the 42.
My bad.
Down.
And bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that, and they go to nickel.
Makes a nice catch, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Jerry Porter faces down 2 defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
A nice gain, and they easily convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a good call.
He's bringing it all day.
First down, 1 man down.
Down. Set.
Gannon just rifled this one, and the catch is made well past the markers for a first down.
Jerry Porter took his lone defender to school on that last play, making the catch with relative ease.
Defense, watch the pass.
First and 10. Ball at the 25.
Down. Set.
Wheatley chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
What up, y'all? My fucking contact lens fell out. See if I can't hurry up and put this back in. I have no idea. Okay, it looks like I was able to. Talk about the most inconvenient time for something like that to happen.
Second and 6. Ball at the 21.
Down. Set.
Gannon zips it to the left sideline.
Good, Pat.
Incomplete.
Dante
I like that
Robinson
pass breakup,
ends up
Dante.
disrupting. He got in there and
Get burnt.
smacked that pass away. Great D.
Down. Set. Gray 39.
Glenn tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete. It'll be 4th down.
Karen Glenn came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the D coordinator.
It'll be 4th down. Janikowski kicks from 38 yards out, and they take the lead.
Sebastian Janikowski knocks through a good-sized kick. Watch here. Nowhere close to his max, but he's obviously still very pleased to pull it off.
Sebastian Janikowski kicking off for the
There's
Red
the
Raiders.
signal, and we're ready. Janikowski rockets this one deep.
Damn.
This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick.
Fucking
Sends
Dominic
their
Davis
offense
is
out on
back.
the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
Oh, they have Rod. Is Rod Woodson still playing for the Raiders
but
at
he
this
was
point?
still left with nowhere to go.
Not
Can't
much
remember.
there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were,
Yeah, he is. This is Charles Woodson.
To 36. It will be for
number 1 does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here, and he gets some yards.
Peter. It doesn't even seem fair when your quarterback quarterback can run like he can.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. Good coverage, good pressure, but still, no one could corral him.
Where the hell is Andre Johnson? Press X. What the fuck?
Number one does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here, and he gets some yards.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Why is Andre Johnson now on the outside?
One man to beat. Eventually slides down at the 35. First down.
Number one is dangerous when he ad-libs, Dan. Check it out. Oh, that scramble got him some yards. He was lucky on that one.
This is all about just getting to the next round.
Number one throws up bullet here.
Why in the fuck? Who the fuck did this? I didn't do this shit. Fucking game is fucking with my depth chart.
Interceptions made well past the markers for a...
Number one throws right past the coverage and into his receiver's
It's
hands.
ridiculous.
Nice
Why
throw.
the fuck is Andre
Peter,
Johnson
that
like a
play doesn't get
fourth
off the
receiver,
ground
basically?
unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best banging heads there.
touchdown, baby?
Grabs the bullet.
Touchdown, baby.
And
Step up in the playoffs, baby.
Number one launches this one perfectly, and the D was nowhere to be found.
you got that right. Missed coverage all around.
That's right, Dan. My 6-year-old could have covered that pass better.
He'll get the touchdown, and he does it in style.
Beautiful play.
Now the extra point, and it's good. Zeraway catches it back at the 1. Shoots and gets free. Tackled at the 23.
Amos Zeraway was able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Texans are out in front, 7-3. The Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start out at their own 23-yard line.
Down. Tag. Goal 16. Tag. Goal 16.
Wheatley makes it to his fifth carry and maybe picks up one on the
So
play.
far,
Tyrone Wheatley used
The linebacker and D-line
is
is holding with the run.
defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second down from the eye.
Set.
Grabs the rope right side,
Come on
and
now.
he's got the first down and a whole lot more.
Jerry Rice faces double coverage on this play, but still comes out with the ball. Nice throw and nice catch. Let's take a look. They had him covered well, but he was still
diving
able
a
to make
mile
the catch.
away.
That guy's a great receiver.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last 2 passes his way were incomplete.
Yeah, let's see if he stays on track.
Black 22. Switch. Black 22. Hut.
Gannon throws a bullet to the flat, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Aaron Glenn managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Down. Set. Green 15.
Glenn makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. And if we can back up a moment, that was a great play breaking up that pass attempt.
Well, when you're making a list of top cover corners in the game, make sure you got Aaron Glenn penciled in. In fact, put it in ink, Dan. This guy can really close on the ball.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game.
They try to do the draw.
Seth Payne brought down the ball carrier before the markers. There was some gain there, but not enough for the first.
They stopped them cold. 4th coming up.
Exactly what this defense needed to do.
Leckler lines up for the punt. Leckler gets the ball and punts it away. Lord takes it at the 11. Dodges a tackle. Stopped at the 17.
Jamal Lord got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far.
Leckler.
That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Texans had an effective first drive, and we'll see if they can keep it up. They'll start at their own 17-yard line.
Blue 33.
Number 1, Cannons this one deep.
That's what you get for
It's intercepted.
yeah. That's what you get for forcing it.
45,
That's
50,
what you get.
tackled at the 44.
Rod Woodson shows why you think twice before throwing a pass in his neighborhood. Watch. Great presence of mind to try for the football there.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you got to love D like that.
The Raiders could take the lead before halftime as their offense will start at the 44-yard line.
Yeah. He forced that in, and like I said, I guess Charles Woodson was in it, but he wasn't the team.
Much like it between him and his assignment.
Maybe the
Nice coverage
maybe
and
he
forced the
hurt.
incompletion.
The defense stood up to that play and shuts down what would
Anyway,
be a
like they have
minimal
Rod
gain
Woodson,
anyway.
so it's
It'll be
just
second
bad.
down.
Down. Set.
Gannon rifles it out left side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Aaron Glenn came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
Down. Set.
Oh,
Didn't haul that one in, and
Dove
it
way too
falls
late and
incomplete.
way too far
That
away.
will bring up 4th down. It looks like, we've
Oh.
had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything,
Looks
we'll
like
be
he's a
sure to
vertebrae
pass the
thing going
information along to you.
yeah, they're trying to mimic the partial paralysis or whatever.
Leckler lines up to punt after
That could be a
the 3 and out.
career-ending injury, y'all.
Leckler takes the long snap and punts it away. Lord fields the punt at the 12. Back down at the 14.
Jamal Lord didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, the kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Texans are looking for some separation before half and will start this drive at their own 14-yard line. Davis gets the throw, gets past the line, brought down at the 15.
Dominic Davis used the blocking, but this stingy defense
No,
didn't
not
give
at
up
all,
much
sir.
at all
Not
on
at
that
all.
last play.
Not much
Not
there.
at
It'll be
all.
second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Ball Texas, 15-yard line.
Number one fires
Oh,
this
come
one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Rod Woodson knocked that pass down, and he made sure the only one to touch the football was him.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
First down at the 30. It will be first down.
Number one had his back against the wall on that play and called his own number. Great run.
Watch the pass, defense, watch the pass. Down.
Get down, baby. Get down. See if we can't score one more time before the half.
Dangerous when he ad-libs, Dan. Check it out. Oh, that scramble got him some yards. He was lucky on that one.
First down, one man back.
Talk about.
At 154. First
Talking
down.
about.
Number one does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here. He gets some yards. Oh, just look at those numbers. What a job carrying the ball.
Set. Go.
And the clock keeps ticking away. It will be first down.
Yeah, the receivers aren't going to be helping out today. They definitely didn't help
Razzle-dazzle here.
in the back half of
Get
the
some
season.
yards. You don't see this out of just any old quarterback. 100-yard games are usually reserved for your starting running back.
Come on.
Tackled at the 20.
These motherfucking. It was funny what I just said about the receivers. What did I just say about the receivers?
Rod Woodson does a nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And
We're
then
keeping the
some.
Raiders
So
in it.
far, he's got 2 interceptions.
We're keeping the Raiders in the
Had
game
some
at this
trouble
point.
moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive
2 picks
as
now.
they start at their own 20-yard line. Gannon uncorks this to the left sideline, and the reception's made. The Raiders take their first time out. First down, 10 yards to go.
Ball at 46 yard line.
Down. Set.
No dice, and it falls incomplete. Brown was shaken up earlier, and I hear Susie Culver has a report for us. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. The trainers have just informed me that he's suffering from a neck strain. They're massaging the injury in an effort to ease the pain, but it's unclear whether it's having any effect whatsoever. The official word on his return, doubtful. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Susie. Gannon throws a lob here, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
Jim Brown tried to snag that one across the middle, but doesn't happen.
That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Down! Set!
Wheatley catches it over the middle, and he will be well short of the marker. Fourth down.
He should have been scored. He should be
Gets ready
14-3.
to punt this away.
Trusting my receivers to get to where the ball's being
Gets
thrown
the
is
snap and punts
a
it
tall
away.
a tall order right now.
Lord fields it all the way back at the 6. Stopped at the 18.
We just can't
Nice
throw.
job getting some yards
Or
after
we have to be
fielding
really
a
careful
solid
with
punt.
Rod Woodson back there, you know?
The Texans had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 18-yard line. One man to beat Bradford. The Texans take their first timeout.
When you watch this, Dan, let's see if he was past the line when he threw the ball. Watch as he releases the ball. He lets it go, and
He was
I think
close
he's
to the
past the
line,
line.
but-
I'd overrule this one.
After review, it is ruled an illegal forward pass past the line of scrimmage. The offense will be penalized 5 yards from the spot of the pass. Second down.
He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along.
Second down, 15.
Runs out, and that will stop the clock at
Number 1 does a little left.
first down, one man back. Slides Jackson.
Number 1 does.
Finally dropped at the 37.
Face mask.
Face mask.
Number 27. Defense.
Except
5-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat first
Roderick
down.
Babers grabs a little too much face mask on this play, and it costs him a flag. Let's watch. Yeah, it's only a 5-yard penalty for this face mask. I'm pretty sure that was unintentional.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Ball 32-yard line.
Number 1 throws this one to the
Finally, a
The
big
Texans
pass.
take a timeout. That's their second.
A big pass play. A big ass pass play. Little fade to Buchanan. Oh my gosh, are you shitting me? We can't complete shit, can we? Without it getting picked off, of course.
Pass interference. Number 31.
Let's see who's it on. My gosh, we can't complete shit.
Spot of the foul. Automatic first
Only time we completed a pass was when it was
Way too much on that play.
beyond the
ref
line of
Let him
scrimmage.
know it with a flag for pass interference.
How much time? It's 2 seconds, Seth. No. Damn, that's
From 18
annoying.
yards and puts it straight
Can't
through
complete
the
a fucking
uprights. And
pass.
good.
That's insane.
Chris Brown puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
The field goal will extend their lead some here in the
Well,
first half.
halftime, we go up
Still early, but
by a
the momentum
one-score
is
lead.
definitely behind them now.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Texans are out in front 10-3. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dan. We'll get back to the second half of this divisional playoff game in a bit. But first, let's welcome everybody to our ESPN halftime report. I'm Chris Berman. Look at our halftime stats here, and boy, look at the difference in passing yards. The Raiders should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter.
After driving 60 yards.
On 9 plays, Sebastian Janikowski comes on for the field goal try. Good spot. This is right through the upright. A 39-yard field goal. The Raiders strike first and go up by 3. Texans towards the end of the first quarter. The Texans already inside field goal range. Number 1 connected with his man on this one. An 18-yard touchdown for the Texans. Raiders later on in the second quarter. Raiders down by 4. Rich Loose Gannon would find his target on this one. Texans now in the second quarter. The incomparable Rod Woodson was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Texans leading 7-3. The incomparable Rod Woodson is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Raiders have it off an interception. The incomparable Jerry Rice is going to find an opening in the secondary, and he'll exploit it here. Texans late into the second quarter. Texans ahead by 4. His back to throw, and look at the finesse he puts on this one. Nice. And that's where we'll leave this one. Texans are holding on to a lead 10-3. Now let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. Number 1 has taken over this game. And now let's return to the second half with Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration
well, let's
with
close
Dolby,
this game out and get to the
leader in
AFC
surround
Championship
sound
game.
technology. The Texans will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 10-3. Now let's get to the game. Janikowski kicks it, and the second half has now started. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. How they turned the ball over leaps out at me, and you have to think that that could come back to haunt them. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL.
The Texans get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Davis takes it off the toss and passes the line. Tackled at the 22.
Dominic Davis, Howard forward with the football, thanks to some initial blocking. Problem was they couldn't keep that push going for very long.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Brought down at the 33.
That's 3 picks.
I'm coming now. I'm coming.
That's actually, he picked it off in
And
the
that
end
was
zone,
a
but I got called
beauty of
back.
an interception. Perfect read and jump on the ball.
That's their third interception of the game. The Raiders are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Gannon throws a bullet to the flat, and the ball's down at the 30, pushed out at the 26. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything,
Well, at least
we'll
we're
be sure to
taking
pass
out
the
their-
information along to you.
Well, no. Wait, who else? No, I think this is the first injury on their team. Never mind.
It's gonna be all right. Just take it easy. Take it easy. I got some.
Second down, just a single receiver on the field.
Down, set, blue 19.
Wheatley call on second down
Okay.
and heads out right. Great three. Eventually shoved out at the 15. It will be first down.
Aaron Glenn eventually gets there, but I don't know why he even bothered. Big gain, and they'll move the chains. Well, he eventually stops them, but way past the marker, that one's going to hurt.
They can't pin him down on second and long, and now it's first and 10.
Very disappointing execution by this defense.
Gannon just rifles this one, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Gunter Robinson
Hey,
swatted
what's
that
up?
one
Pretty
away
good, you?
cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in
good.
getting.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their 6th so far.
Wow, great anticipation of the pass.
Second and 10. Ball at the 15.
Okay. We're back.
Snags the missile, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Rich Gannon rolled the dice by targeting a receiver with 2 defenders near him. But the pass clicked, and they'll move the ball.
That's another pass that went pretty much down the middle. He hasn't been working the sides too much.
Well, he's obviously very confident to be throwing into where all the traffic is. His daring the deed is stopping.
Gannon zips it to the left sideline, and it's caught for the score.
Son of a bitch. Had to expect my corners would fungal, fugaze, whatever the word you want to
Jerry
use,
Rice,
made or real.
man-to-man coverage on
That
this
play up. Look
and
at
makes
this.
the most
What's
of it.
20?
Let's
What's
take a look.
Robinson
Oh,
doing?
That's a great catch. That
Bro,
guy
I'm
has
gonna have a
real
trade
skills.
package with
That's
him and
his
Dominic
first
Davis.
touchdown
To try to
of the
get
day.
And I think
as
he's a
close
guy
to
you
the
can count on to make those
first
end
overall
zone
pick in the
catches.
upcoming
He
draft
sets
as
a high
possible.
standard for himself, and he usually meets it.
Now the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchback. What a kick. The Texans stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Davis gets the handoff and runs into traffic. Stopped at the 21.
With the tackle.
Hey, Bradford, good night catching the ball on
It's
me.
going to have to become the Norwood show. Flag.
Finally gets out of bounds at the 35.
Holding. Number 21. Defense.
Defensive hold. Hell yeah.
The penalty is declined.
What's the pass? What's the
First
pass?
and 10. Ball at Texas, 35-yard line.
Hey, well, at least the ball got there before they had a chance to try to pick it. I was trying to give Bradford a chance.
Second down, 10 yards to go.
Ball at Texas, 35-yard line.
Tackled at the 39.
This is the series here, baby. We got to stop him.
Ball at Texas, 39-yard line.
We have
Eventually slides down at the 49. That will bring up first down.
Number 1 does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here, and he gets some yards.
This is our offense, especially during the playoffs, because oh my goodness, my receivers and Davis let me down during the regular season.
Stay low! Stay low!
Razzle dazzle.
One man to beat. Eventually slides down at the 35. It will be first down.
Number one has to resort to plan B on this play. That's why he gets the big bucks, Dan. He makes it happen no matter what. Oh, yeah, that scramble got him a nice gain. You can't coach that. That's just instinct. Look at that. Over 200 yards.
200 yards
Incredible
rushing.
game so far.
Davis has his number called on first down and will gain close to 6.
They're finishing a quick massage of the area, and it looks like he should be ready to come back in soon. Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Susie.
Shoot the gap! Shoot the gap! Down! Single back!
Eventually slides down
There
at
we
the
go.
12. First down.
Number one does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here, and he gets some yards.
Watch the pass! Defense, watch the pass! Down!
Ooh, that was
For the
a
touchdown.
super dive right there.
Touchdown, Texans!
That was a super dive. That was like 5 yards in the air.
Number one jumps forward and hits the turf to get a little more on that huge play.
Well, he knew that if he stayed on his feet, the defense was going to wrap him up in a doggy bag.
A doggy bag?
Yes, Peter, you know, leftover.
What a leftovers.
They take the lead on that touchdown, Peter, and they have to be happy with their performance on that drive.
Yeah, great calls and great execution.
Delay of game. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
The Texans dawdled back there, and that gave them a delay of game penalty.
Chris Brown to attempt the extra point. Chad Stanley holding.
Now the point after, and Zaraway fields the kickoff at the 9. Dragged down at the 29. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, there's the drive results, and the thing I want to talk about is how close this game is. When the score is like it is, one single mistake can change the whole game. They need to be careful here.
The Raiders will start this drive at their own 29-yard line. Porter goes in motion.
Blue 57!
Gets his 7th carry of the game and gains about 3
Unfortunately,
yards.
that's true.
Watch counter! Watch counter! Pick up counter! Switch! Black A5! Switch! Black A5!
Wheatley picked up about 7, and that brings up first down.
Tyrone Wheatley sticks close to his blockers here, and it pays off.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Texans are out in front, 17-10.
I still got some left in the tank. One more quarter, D. One more. Down. Set.
Porter goes in
Red,
motion.
35. Red, 35. Turn.
We need to lock in, especially
Ball on first down.
defensively and
Maybe picks up
receiver-wise.
one on the play.
Tyrone Wheatley didn't get very far on that last play, and he even had the help of some blocking. I guess the defense had their number.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Danny, can you deal
Second
with
down,
that?
one man back.
Down. Set. Green.
Gannon rifles it
Ooh,
out
there we
left
go.
side, and it's
Robinson still
intercepted.
getting traded though,
No
so
one in
if anything,
front
it's
of him.
helping your trade value.
And touchdown.
It's mostly just helping your trade value. I mean, you get some good picks like this, but then too often you get burnt or you do something just so stupid, so fucking stupid.
Spencer Robinson picks off the ball, and he's going all the way. Nobody can stop him. Man, I hope his mom's got the VCR going.
That touchdown is going to establish some distance between them, Peter.
That's a big score.
Here's the extra point, and it's good.
It looks like we got this game pretty in hand so far.
Booms of beauty here. Francis downs this in the end zone for a touchback.
All right, man. Cool. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this.
The Raiders were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line. This one will
almost.
fall incomplete.
I can't see who the number was that almost got it, but almost.
Rich Gannon knows how to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing chart. He's getting the ball into his receiver's hands and has piled up 131 yards and 1 touchdown.
Watch counter. Watch counter.
Second and 10. Ball at the Raiders, 20
Down.
yards.
Switch. Black 79. Switch. Black 79. Hut. Hut. Hut.
Uh-oh, he's
Gannon
loose.
throws a high, long one to the right, and they can't connect.
Pass
Incomplete.
interference, I bet.
Pass interference. Number 31. Defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Aaron Glenn gets a little too physical with his man here. As you can see, he gets the flag for it, too. Yeah, that's a good pass interference call. He was all over that receiver.
Bring it this way, Rice.
First and 10.
Gun.
Ball at the 41 line.
Down. Set. Brown, 22.
Wheatley barrels off his left guard and will gain close to 6. Second down, 2 wideouts on the field.
Down. Set.
Wheatley loses 1 on the play, and that will bring up third down.
Wow, look at those tackles. That's how you play sideline to sideline.
Wheatley carries it for a third time in a row and converts the 3rd and long.
First down, Raiders. First and 10.
Wheatley carries it for the fourth straight time and chews up about 4 on the play.
Jamie Sharp with the tackle.
Second down with the tight end right.
Come on.
Wheatley picks up 6 on the play, and
Let's get
that
to him
will bring up
before he
first
reaches
down.
the first down line marker, whatever.
Gannon throws a heater, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Dunter Robinson swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer in getting that one.
Another batted ball, and they have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend a pass when you can obliterate it?
Second and 10. Ball at the 26-yard line.
Down! Set! Break! 43!
There we go, there we go, another pick. By safety this time. Rich Gannon is breaking down. His composure is falling apart.
Right, intercepts the football. Let's take another look.
Oh, Jerry Porter.
That is a stellar effort on the part of the D.
Rich Gannon's trying to catch up with Norwood with picks, I
knows how
see.
the play's going to go down.
And that gives him a chance to step in and make a play himself. You can't coach that.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
Davis carries it for the 6th time and searches for a hole. Tackled at the 19.
Second and 8. Ball at Texas. 19-yard line.
Down! Single back! Single back!
Eventually slides down at the 36. First down.
Number 1 does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here, and he gets some yards.
Face mask, probably. Face mask.
Face mask.
There we go. That did not look incidental. That looked like a 15-yarder.
5-yard penalty.
Apparently it was incidental. Like, fuck off, dude. What is that?
Face
That was a
mask
full
back there,
face
but
mask.
it was kind of iffy. That's a 5-yard penalty and a right call. Check it out.
Almost
Over
200 yards
250
rushing for a
yards.
quarterback.
The
That's
game's
how
not over yet.
inept
Records could fall today.
the rest of my offense is.
Blue 56!
Tackled at
All right, let's start running some
take
clock.
their first time out. Second down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Down! Set!
First down.
Davis. The Raiders will take a timeout. That's their second. First down. The clock is stopped at 1:50. Davis takes it off the toss and runs into traffic.
Too bad he lost yards.
The Raiders take a timeout. That's their final one.
Second and 12. Ball 27.
Down!
Davis picks up a yard on the play, and the clock will continue to run.
Dominic Davis used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Down! Set!
I guess we
credited
can just
with
go with
the
the field
tackle.
goal. It's
It'll
not really
be
important
fourth
to
down.
score a touchdown here.
Number one tried to make something happen back there, but nothing doing.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Brown kicks
There we
from
go.
38 yards out, and it's up to
27-10.
the goalpost. Good.
Fortunately, Oakland's offense didn't necessarily play up to its potential, so that's what kept us in the game, especially when we kept them through 3 picks.
Straight down
So
the
especially
pipe.
when we were throwing picks and fucking up, and even when we didn't throw picks, when we weren't turning in scores on drives.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Brown rockets this one deep. Zerouay decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 23.
Amos Zerouay took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Raiders start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 12. Gannon zips it to the left sideline, and the reception is made for the first down. That will stop the clock at 8.
I mean, they have to go Hail Mary at this point.
Jason Babin gives it his
It kinda
all
doesn't matter
on this
what they
play,
do,
Dan, but
honestly.
it is too little too late. They pick up a few yards and a new set of downs. Well, he forced him out of bounds, but not before the marker. He should be more aware of where he is on the field.
The defense gives up the first down pretty quickly there, Peter.
Yeah, you got to at least slow him down a bit.
First down. First
Why
down,
is
the
Babin
clock
on
is
the point
stopped at
safety?
8. Porter catches the bullet out left, and he's looking for room. 25, 10. He's in for the touchdown.
That is on point for my secondary, though. That is on point for my secondary. That's why I'm nervous about how far we can go in the playoffs.
Jerry Porter is going to make the
Raiders
catch.
just underplayed
Right
the
there,
offensive
but that's
potential,
only the
so
beginning. Look
we
at
got
him chew
away.
up the
They let us
yardage.
get away.
Wasn't supposed to be a touchdown pass, but he made it one with that terrific run after the catch.
He fights for every inch he can get out there, so you don't leave any daylight between him and the end zone.
Here's the point after, and it's good. And that is going to do it for this one. The Texans come out on top, 27-17. For my partner, Peter
Well,
O'Keefe,
time for the
this
postgame,
is Dan
y'all.
Stevens
See
saying
ya after.
goodbye until next time.
Can't enjoy this. We're going to get you next time. We're going to get you next time. See you. It's all right. We'll see you.
All right, gang, thank you so much. And let's welcome everybody back to our ESPN studios. We welcome you to our playoff edition of the ESPN Video Games Post-Game Report. I'm Chris Berman. The Texans stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Philip Buchanan is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. The Raiders have it off an interception, already inside field goal range. Rich Loose Gannon would drop back and put one right on the money. A 7-yard touchdown for the Raiders. The Texans answering right back, game tied 10-all. Number 1 would get the carry here. Good blocking up front to help the Springers. The Raiders on defense dumped to Robinson, who would come up with a huge play here as he was able to pick one off here, then had some clear sailing in front of him. Touchdown for the Texans. Raiders losing 24-10. Kenny Wright would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Texans, after getting an interception, number 1 bounces this one to the outside, and he's going to get some room to maneuver out there. That set up a 48-yard field goal. The Raiders trying to answer back. Raiders losing by 17. Jerry Porter emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. And that's where we'll leave this one. Texans win this one 27-17. Now let's catch up with the player who really ignited his team's offense with his deft passing and has earned our Player of the Game award. Number 1 is down on the field with Susie Collier. Suze?
Thank you, Chris. You were fantastic, and you were instrumental in helping your team snag the win. What gave you guys the edge today?
You know what it is? It's about defense. Our D-line came up big today. They were making tackles and putting pressure in the pocket. I'm proud of them. That's how we do it.
Chris, back to you.
And that does it for our presentation of this AFC
All right, you all.
Divisional
So
playoff game on ESPN.
let's check out this
the
weekly
worldwide leader
wrap-up.
in sports.
Well,
I'm
let's
Chris
finish
Berman.
this week of
So long, everyone.
the playoffs first, and then the weekly wrap-up. Browns playing the Patriots. Up, and the Patriots beat the Browns. Adrian McPherson lost to Tom Brady and them. Atlanta went ham on Seattle. Philadelphia beat Green Bay. So we play the Patriots in the AFC Championship game. And Atlanta is playing Philadelphia. Check out this weekly wrap-up.
I'm Chris Berman. Let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Patriots stroll away with a 14-point win. On the frozen tundra of Lambeau Field in Green Bay, we had the Packers get nipped by 3 points. T.J. Duckett stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. And last but not least, we had the Texans come away victorious. So as the field narrows to 4, let's hand out a few special playoff-sized game balls to this weekend's primetime players. That'll do it, everyone. I'm Chris Berman. Thanks so much for joining us in the Bristol studios. We'll see you for the conference championships here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
All right, all right, so let's play this AFC Championship game. Now, New England doesn't have a explosive offense, so we shouldn't be in too much trouble. Their defense is really good,
Hi
though.
there, I'm Chris Berman. Up next on ESPN, the road
Even
to
as
the Super Bowl. One team can pack their bags
leaky as my
after a
secondary
long
is,
season.
I mean,
The other
I don't
can
foresee
get ready to
their
move forward
receivers
to
doing
their
a whole lot.
ultimate goal. Who'll advance to the Super Bowl Conference Championship Sunday? New England Patriots, Houston Texans. Now.
Well, the fans are looking for their seats as the teams are down on the field warming up. Hello, I'm Dan Stevens, and welcome to the AFC Conference Championship here on ESPN. My partner, Peter O'Keefe, is here alongside me, and Peter, they've both made it this far, but only one of today's teams will advance to the Super Bowl.
Dan, it's too bad that one team's season has to come to an end today, but that's just life. Neither team wants their season to end one game away from the big show. And they'll give everything they've got to make it to the game they've dreamed of since they were little kids. We'll see who can keep their dreams alive here.
And now let's go down to the coin toss.
Let's kick Tom Brady out the playoffs.
It's tails.
All right, well, we better. We better score first.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Vinatieri kicks it off to begin the game. Glenn decides to take it out of the end zone. Brought down at the 13.
Aaron Glenn decided not to down it, but couldn't even make it to the 20, which may affect his Christmas gift from his special teams coach.
The Texans offense takes the field, and they have a way to go. They'll start at their own 13-yard line. Harrison tackles in behind the line of scrimmage.
Rodney Harrison not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but buffed and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, this bullshit. Totally forgot about this.
And they had it all locked up there.
That will bring up
Hold on, y'all.
second down.
Hold on, y'all.
Number one uncorks this sideline, and it's complete for a first down and a whole lot more.
Jabbar Gaffney goes one-on-one on this play and beats his man. He executed that pass pattern perfectly and made the catch. Nice reception. Nope, they could not cover him man-to-man. He was one step ahead of the defense.
And Peter, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs
That's
a very
what's going on.
route.
And he had to beat his man. A couple of the best banging heads there.
First down with the tight end right. Bronson tips it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Zach Bronson managed to disrupt things. He got in there and he smacked that pass away. Great D.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and put it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. One man Texans drop at the 47. It will be first down.
Number one has to resort to plan B on this play. That's why he gets the big bucks, Dan. He makes it happen no matter what. Oh, yeah, that scramble got him a nice gain. You can't coach that. That's just instinct.
They're throwing. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
The 36.
That was Teddy Bruschi, I think.
First down.
Number one decided at the last moment to scramble back there, and it worked out.
First down, one man down. 33.
Let's get in there, guys.
Second and 6. Ball at 33.
Down!
Pursues and makes the tackle back at the 35.
Rodney Harrison was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his third tackle of the game. Davis carries it for a third time in a row and gets taken down well short of the markers. That will bring up fourth down.
Willie McGinnis brought down the ball carrier before the markers.
I don't know why I ran the ball that last play.
They stopped them cold. Fourth coming up.
Exactly what this defense needed to do.
Let's lock them down. Lock them down. Fourth down. Let's lock them down.
First down.
For a first down at the 23. It will be first down.
Number one tries to get as much as he can off this play. Check out his sheer athleticism. Wow, that was some dive. What an effort.
They convert on fourth, Peter, and in this close game, that could be a pivotal play.
Absolutely. They're focused and want to get some points out of this drive.
Yeah! That runner ain't getting away this time!
Ball at 23.
Lead. Down!
One man to beat.
Touchdown. After spinning off the DB, spun in for a touchdown.
Number one improvises on this one. It's called thinking on your feet, and he does a great job.
Look at this, y'all.
Yep, nice little scramble there. He saw he had no options, so he did what he had to do.
Peter, he gets the touchdown, and there is no better way to cap off a play than like that.
Yeah, nothing better than points, Dano.
Now the point
That's
after.
right.
It's good.
The Patriots haven't even gotten the ball yet.
Brown kicks this one away. Paul fields it all the way back at the 4. Stop at the 28.
Kevin Falk was able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
All right, yeah.
The Patriots offense will start this drive at their own 28-yard line. Dillon picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
Corey Dillon played it smart on that last one by following his blockers, but hey, they were unable to open up any holes for him.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Brady zips it to
Oh,
the
you
left
almost
sideline,
picked it.
and it's
Fucking
tipped.
Dante.
Incomplete.
Dunta Robinson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
That play would have set up a manageable third and short.
But instead, they forced the incompletion. That's how the D is supposed to play. Four receivers line up as the defense settles into a nickel package.
Come on,
There's a lick on the receiver
come on.
and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kylie Wong had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
It sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up fourth down. Miller takes the snap and punts it away. Lord fields the punt at the 27. Dragged down at the 36.
Jamal Lord did a nice job getting some yards after
Shot
fielding
it.
a solid punt.
The Texans had an effective first drive, and we'll see if they can keep it up. They'll start at their 36-yard line.
There we go.
Johnson.
There we go, Andre.
He's got the first
I gotta
down
look
and a
to see
whole
where
lot
Lawyer
more.
Malloy, which side of the field Lawyer Malloy's on.
Andre Johnson plays this one perfectly, getting himself to the right place at the right time to make the catch. The defense should be embarrassed that they let this one get away.
Yeah, Peter, they had him double covered, and they still couldn't get to the ball in time. He was just too good for them.
Yeah, he's an incredible receiver. Nothing gets in his way.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the
Oh, it's
offensive
Rodney Harrison.
coordinator.
It will be a first down. First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Come on.
Number 1 makes the pass,
Damn.
and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Zach Bronson came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Yeah, great read there.
Single back. Single back. Down. Set.
Davis gets the toss and runs into traffic. Long tackles him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ty Law was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his second tackle so far. And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Texans are out in front, 7-0.
Come on, guys. Keep him out. Hold the 3. Single back. Single back. Down. Set.
Davis gains 3 yards, and that brings up 4th down.
Billy McGinnis made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
They allow a little there, but they do force a 4th down.
Way to attack the ball.
I keep doing that, calling run plays on 3rd and longs, as if Davis is like that. Oh shit! Damn!
Burris gets the sack at the 43.
Fuck! Thought I saw space up the middle, but it didn't stay
The
like that.
Patriots are one guy short on the line, but it turns out they don't need him. 3 is plenty to get the job done. Check it out. Ouch. Oh, they got through anyway. That is determination.
They were in a high-pressure situation there, Peter, with the 4th down conversion, and they could not get it.
They just didn't gel on that play.
They'll turn it over now. The Patriots offense takes the field, and can they capitalize on the defensive stop? Well, they'll start this drive at their 43-yard line. Brady rifles it out left side, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Fred McCrary staked out some turf in the middle back there, but was not able to reel in the catch. Incompletion.
The incompletions keep piling up, and even here in the second quarter, it doesn't seem to be improving.
Not at all. They're just not getting it together. The timing, the routes, the protection, nothing.
Brown makes the catch out to the left, and it's good for a gain of 10 on the play.
Tom Brady zeroed in with the pass back there and leaves the 2 defenders empty-handed. What ball placement.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a 3rd and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy. Dillon takes it for his second carry and picks up the first down.
Boy, Dillon stayed with his blockers on that last one, and it paid off big time. You know, Dan, it's always good to have a wingman or 2.
A nice play, and with only a short distance to the first, they put it together and make it happen.
Yeah, 3rd and short always looks easy, but it's not, Dan. That's good execution.
Dillon takes it off the toss and passes the line. One man to beat.
Huh, what the hell?
Brought down hard at the 25. First down.
Corey Dillon has a great offensive line in front of him. They made that play happen. Yep, those blockers opened up the hole for him. A huge game.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
And it will be a first down.
Set. Green, 37.
Brady throws a bullet, and it's complete at the 21. Tackled at the 19.
Tom Brady made a nice throw there. Got it right past the defender.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, 4 yards.
I think I called the wrong formation because I didn't see the play I was looking for.
They'll lose a bunch here. And that brings up third down. It looks like, yeah, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Time to make a stand. Let's make a stand. Down. Set. Great. 39.
Brady rifles it out left side, and it falls incomplete.
All day, baby. All day.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Vinatieri kicks from 36 yards out, and it's through the uprights.
Adam Vinatieri has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Vinatieri booms a beauty here. Glenn decides to take it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 21.
Aaron Glenn took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20. So it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Texans were stopped on fourth down last time out. We'll see what happens as they start this drive at their own 21-yard line.
Davis, Patriots clearly have to play that zone. Problem with the zone is there's holes in the zone. Yeah, his postseason's been rough. That first game.
Davis gets into the carry of the game and gains about 3 yards. Second down, one man back.
Down. Set. Blue 56. Blue 56. Hyena red 56. Hyena red 56.
Oh, wait, that's about Gaffney. I don't know why. You know, I think Gaffney and Andre don't even be making a catch like that. Not consistently, anyway.
Number one gets all of his arm into this pass, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Roosevelt Colvin closed in from the zone and forced the incompletion.
Well, the D holds tight on third and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
Fourth down. Slides down, but he'll keep the drive alive. First down at the 41. That will bring up first down.
There we go, baby.
Keeps ticking away. First.
Number one does a little last-minute razzle-dazzle here, and he gets some yards.
First down, and this is the 7th play of the drive.
Gotta watch out this time.
Jackson hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball incomplete.
Zach Bronson was sitting back in the zone waiting for the pass and then closes enough to force the incompletion. Nice job.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Check air, check air.
Second and 10. Ball 27.
Not bird. Down.
Tackle. The Texans take their first time out.
Oh, check out those numbers. Talk about tucking it down and making things happen.
Touchdown.
And that's a
Touchdown. There you go. That's what I'm
Andre
talking about,
Johnson
baby.
has a guy shadowing
Andre
him, but
finally
still
gets to the end
manages to
zone.
make the catch.
Playoffs.
He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
The balls are coming his way in the middle, and he's making them pay. You have to like his performance so far.
Well, Dan, I like any receiver who's willing to go over the middle and sacrifice the body to make the catch.
Here's the point after, and
The extra
it's
point
good.
is good.
Paul fields the kickoff at the 3. Brought down at the 24.
Kevin Falk received that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Patriots can climb back into it with a score before half here. They will start this drive at their own 24-yard line. Paul gets the toss and
There we
runs
go.
into traffic. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Dillon had the lead of the field earlier in the game, and now Susie Cowler has a report. Susie?
Thanks, Dan. I just talked to the trainers, and it looks like he's in a lot of abdominal pain. They're looking at him right now. He seems to be in serious pain. The official word on his return, doubtful. Dan?
Thanks, Susie. Second down, empty backfield. Catches the ball up. The Patriots take their first time out.
She just talked to the trainers.
They're going air. They're going air.
First and 10. Ball Patriots 40-yard line.
Down.
This may be full.
Red 52.
Brady zings it to the
Ooh,
right
fumble.
side, and the ball's
There you
loose.
go, baby.
No one in front of him.
Touchdown. Touchdown. That's what I'm talking about. That's the D stepping up. That's that good D stepping up.
Was in there and charged that ball loose. It's picked up by the defense, and they hustle it all the
Brown
way
fumbled
downfield for the touchdown. Man, you cannot coach that.
The turnover will give them another opportunity to add to their lead.
Yeah, right before halftime, too. What a big play.
Oh,
Well, Dan, we've got to see if the receiver established possession before he lost the ball. Remember, he has to have full control of it. Well, it doesn't look like he had possession, Dan. I'd call it an incompletion and overturn it.
After review, the play has been ruled an incomplete pass. The receiver did not have possession of the ball prior to the fumble. Second down.
He likes the call,
Of course
and
it's
you sort of
overturned.
have a feeling that he knew it all
Son
along.
of a bitch.
Yeah. Come on. All right. Hey, here we go. That's what you can keep focusing. Keep focusing. Get back out there. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey, what's up?
Second down with the tight end right. Brady throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Son of a gun.
Came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Great read there.
Down. Set.
Picks up about 2 and
I forget what they said. If Corey Dillon was doubtful, probable to return.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Texans enjoying the lead.
Halftime, baby. I'll talk to y'all
And
after.
now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
All right, Dano. First half of our AFC Championship game is in the books. We'll get back out to you for the second half in a moment. But first, it's time for our ESPN halftime report. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime numbers and look at the difference in time of possession. The Texans are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Number 1 is going to bounce this one to the outside. And look at the execution up front. He's in the clear. A 23-yard touchdown for the Texans. The Texans get the first points of the game and go up by 7. Texans, towards the end of the first quarter, ball at their own 35-yard line. Number 1 would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. Patriots now early in the second quarter. Pats trailing by 7. Corey Dillon led his big old offensive line pave the way on this one. They climb back into the game, now down by 4. The Texans answer right back. Number 1 would find his target on this one. An 18-yard touchdown for the Texans. Texans winning 14-3. Tom Brady would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. And that's where we'll leave this one. Texans are up at the half, 14-3. Today's halftime hero has turned in an incredible performance thus far. Number 1 has played outstanding. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out now to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Boomer, and welcome back to our broadcast presented in ESPN Game Sound. Designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Patriots get the ball first this half, and they could use a score right out of the gates to get back into this one. They currently trail 14-3. Let's go down to the field. There's the signal, and we're ready. Brown kicks it off to begin the second half. Paul fields the second half kickoff at the 1. Breaks a tackle.
Uh-oh.
No one in front of him. Eventually runs out of bounds at the 47.
All right, man.
Kevin Falk put back a little by the length of this kick, but brother, he more than makes up for it with a huge run.
Ridiculously
You can't coach that.
long return, unfortunately.
The Patriots offense has to score here. This drive will start at their 47-yard line. Patton goes in motion.
Brown, 69.
Brady dumps this one off, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
Kylie Wong played his coverage very snug, and as a result, the pass was incomplete.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Down. Set. Brown.
some gain there, but not enough for the first.
The defense didn't budge on that play, and they force a 4th down. Miller lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Miller takes the snap and punts it away. Lord gets it at the 12. Dodges a tackle. Stopped at the 23. Well, Peter, some interesting information up
Why
on
am I
the
moving
screen.
this? I don't even know what side the
Look
Super
at the
Bowl is going
drive
to be on.
results. You can see that they're getting it done and have punched the ball into the end zone. Nice work so far. Jamal Lord racked up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the...
The Texans
Now.
are out on offense and are well ahead. They have yet another shot to score and start this drive at the 23-yard line. Davis picks up about 2, and that brings up 2nd down.
Dominic Davis used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be 2nd down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
2nd and 8. Ball Texas, 25-yard line.
Down.
Down at the 29.
You don't see this out of just any old quarterback. The 100-yard games are usually reserved for your starting running back.
Johnson plays the pitch out to the left, and they convert on 3rd down.
Andre Johnson plays man-to-man, to man. With 3 defenders, still makes the catch. What a player.
Peter, I'm sure he's happy to bring that one in. The last 3 passes to him have all been incompletion.
He's struggling a bit there, but this may turn him around.
Damn. Can't spin off the guy?
Number 1, chucked the playbook and improvised for a few. You know, like when I'll improv a catchphrase on the spot, something like, I don't know, can the yams, Martha? That was a doozy.
2nd and inches. Ball at the 42-yard line.
Down.
Davis gains 3 yards, and that brings up 1st down. 1st down, 3 wideouts in the game.
There we go.
15, 10.
Damn, that was a hit.
The 6.
Boom.
It'll be 1st and goal.
Through the quarterback after the 2nd spin.
Number 1 has to resort to plan B on this play. That's why he gets the big bucks, Dan. He makes it happen no matter what. Oh, yeah, that scramble got him a nice gain. You can't coach that. That's just instinct.
What's your assignment, D? What's your assignment? Down.
Touchdown. I forget about Miller. I didn't use him at all last game. We didn't go to Miller at all last game.
Billy Miller makes the catch here with 3 defenders on his tail. I'll tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if he knew it was coming.
Yeah, Peter, I think you could argue that throw probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out.
Yeah, it's all about staying focused and believing in your teammates.
They score again, and they are starting to pull away here.
Yes, they are, Dan. They've got a nice pass now. If they stay focused, this game is theirs.
It's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Brown kicks this one away. Paul fields the kickoff at the 11. Stopped at the 27.
Kevin Falk got a few yards off the run back there. Add that to the somewhat shallow kick, and that's a pretty good job by the special teams.
The Patriots stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 27-yard line.
Switch! Black 68!
Brady uncorks this to the left sideline.
Yeah, it's kind of playing out how I thought as far as the
Incomplete.
Patriots receivers.
Hunter Robinson did a beautiful
Secondary's
job on
not
that
great,
last
but
play,
the receivers
covering
aren't
the
good
post
enough
route.
to
That
take
pass
advantage
never
of
had
it.
a chance. Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Red 52!
Hudson.
Call that one in, and it falls incomplete.
The ball kind of shouldn't have gotten to him either.
Tom Brady knows how to spread the ball around, as you can see by this passing show. He's getting the ball into his receiver's hands and has piled up 36 yards and no touchdowns.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Down! Set!
Brady throws a big high lob, and it is not reeled in. Incomplete.
David Patton could have had a nice run up the sidelines on that one, but didn't make the catch. That's incomplete.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Well, third is such a crucial down then. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Miller gets the ball and punts it away. Ford fields the punt at the 29. Tackled at the 39.
Jamal Lord did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Texans will start this first play of the drive at their 39-yard line. Davis will get the carry on first down and scrambles for about 5.
Todd Wade cleared a path for the ball carrier on that last play. Great job by the O-line.
They move the ball.
Let's matriculate this ball downfield, you know?
Second down, 4 yards to go.
Down!
Ah, that was
Takes him down
should have kept it
back to the
inside.
43.
Dominic Davis just hasn't gotten into a groove and isn't finding running room anywhere. This has been tough, and he struggled to get 16 yards on 11 carries.
Yeah! Why don't you put on the red shirt?
Ball Texas, 43 yards.
First down at the 41. It will be first down.
Number one is dangerous when he ad-libs, Dan. Check it out. Oh, that scramble got him some yards. He was lucky on that one.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The
Fourth
Texans
quarter.
in command of this one, 21-3.
First and 10. Ball at the 41.
Down! Set! Black 20!
Ah, that was dangerous.
Bronson tips it away on the coverage. Incomplete.
3 picks like that last game.
Face mask, number 31. Defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Zach Bronson clearly tugs on the face mask here. You just can't do that and get away with it. Check it out. Yep, there's the flag. Definite face mask. That's a personal foul.
First down, one man back.
Ball at the 26-yard line.
Davis chews up 4 yards, and that will bring up second down.
With the tackle.
Auto magic. First down.
Second and 6. Ball at the 22-yard line.
number called on second down, and
That
he's
first.
up about 4 on the play.
Come on, D. Too much. Don't give him anything. Down. Set. Black 44. Black 44. Hut, hut, hut.
Picks him down in the backfield, and that takes them even farther away from the markers. That will bring up 4th down.
Fucking hell.
4th down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Brown
Big
kicks
kick.
from 39 yards out, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Brown kicks it off. Paul catches it back at the 5. Here's the tackle, dragged down at the 29. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not a lot of efficiency there, and when they do score, you can see that it's the field goal variety. They need to punch it in if they want a shot.
Kevin Falk received that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Patriots have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 29-yard line. Catches the heater left sideline, and he picks up
Trying to
9.
hurry up, huh? Trying to hurry up. There we go. Get to Brady.
Gets the sack way back at the 33. Trips down the line, and he will be short
Fourth down,
of the
baby.
marker. It'll be 4th down. Brady throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught short of the markers. They will forfeit the ball on down.
4th down. That's what I'm talking about. Hold Troy Brown.
Kenny Wright is here to
Just
play, I
holding
tell
Troy
you.
Brown.
What a stop on 4th down. It's worth another look. Oh, huge tackle, huge play.
That was some aggressive play calling that deep in their own territory, and it may have cost them dearly.
I just don't see how they were in 4-down mode there, especially at their end of the football field. That's a bad call.
The Texans offense takes the field. They're in command, and they'll probably look to take time off the clock. They will start at the 36-yard line. Davis barges off right guard and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
Second and 9. Ball 35. Single down.
They'll probably start. No, they're definitely going to start calling timeouts after the 2-minute warning.
Blue 56. Blue 56. Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut. Hut, hut.
Davis gets the handoff and takes it upfield.
Almost got the first in that one.
At the 27.
Dominic Davis got a little help from his friends on that play, Dan. They gave him the space he needed to make the play. Great blocking up front.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a 3rd and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now, Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. 3rd down. The clock is stopped at 1:58.
Down.
Davis carries it for a 3rd time.
First
in the
down.
quarter. The Patriots take their first time out.
And here comes the timeout.
First down and 4 wideouts in the game.
Down.
Davis Patriots will take a timeout. That's their second.
Hey guys, they about to pass. What's bad? Rip, 23. Down. Set.
Davis takes it across the line. The Patriots take a timeout. That's their final one.
It's time to get ready for the Super Bowl, baby. It's time to start preparing for that
Third
Super
down,
Bowl.
4 yards to go.
I'm going to play the Super Bowl next stream, okay? Probably later on today when I get back on.
Third down. And is brought down short of the markers. The clock is still running. Fourth down coming up.
Vince Wilfork made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
That will be his fourth tackle so far. What do you think of his performance, Peter?
Solid game, Dan. Really carrying his sizable weight out there.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Brown from
There we
30
go.
yards out, and it's good.
There we go. Nice kick to really seal the deal, you know?
Brown has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
For the first time today, they leave the red zone with only a field goal to show for it.
You know, overall, Dan, the defense has to be happy with how that one played out.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Brown kicks it off. Number 21 fields the kickoff at the 8. Stop at the 31.
Number 21 got a very respectable return off that nice kickoff there, Dan.
The Patriots start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 1:07.
Oh my gosh.
He's got the first. The clock continues to tick down. First down, one man back. Brady throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception is made. That will stop the clock at 52.
Uh-oh.
Played it smart there.
It's almost that
Stopping
time,
the
y'all. It's
clock
almost
by
that
heading to
time.
the sideline. That's a good play.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down. The clock is stopped at 52. The rope right side, and the clock continues to wind down. Brady rifles it out left side, and it's tipped.
Fourth down.
Incomplete. It'll be fourth down.
Jay Foreman came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
That is their fourth batted ball. I tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up, though.
Down. Set.
This one falls incomplete, and they will turn the ball over on down.
That's how we do it.
Jay Foreman gets a hand on this one. Right there. That's how you play D.
Well, they don't convert on fourth down, and that will be it for them.
Yeah, chalk this one up in the L column, Dan. It's all over.
Time to
Texans
end
will
this
start
one.
this drive near midfield with the clock at 35. Davis has his number called on first down, and he's stopped. The clock continues to run.
Watch the pass, defense, watch the pass. Down. Set. Black 32. Black 32. Hut, hut. Hut, hut. Hut.
There we go.
Davis picks up a
Slow ass
yard on
spin.
the play,
Shit.
and
But hey, we AFC champions, and now we got to get ready for the Super Bowl. I'll see you after the post, or I'll talk to you after the post game.
come out on top 27-3. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
Boy, this is gonna get you next time.
All right, gang. So the AFC champs have been crowned as we welcome everybody back to our ESPN studios. I'm Chris Berman as we get you ready for a special edition of the ESPN Video Games post-game report. The Texans stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. Number one is going to take this one to the outside, and once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. A 33-yard play that set up a Texan touchdown. The Texans have opened it up and now lead by 18. The ball at their own 42. Number one would find an opening here, and he was off. The Texans, after a stop on fourth down, Texans leading by 21. Chris Brown gets the call as they can't punch it into the end zone, but the short field goal is up and good. And that's where we'll leave this one. Texans serve up a blowout, 27-3. Now let's catch up with the player who really ignited his team's offense with his deft passing and has earned our Player of the Game award. Number one is standing by with Susie Colbert. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You excelled under pressure today and led your team to a big win. What was the key to your success?
Yeah, we just stuck to our game plan today. Our coaches did a great job getting us ready, and I think their in-depth scouting gave us an edge in the end.
Back to you, Chris.
That winds up our presentation of the AFC Conference Championship on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.
All right. This would be a short weekly wrap-up. Damn. Eagles won 13-10 last game, but then they stomped out the Falcons 41-21. Let's check out the post game, the weekly post game.
I'm Chris Berman. Well, let's get straight to the action. In our first game this week, we had the Texans barn burn their way to a 24-point win. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. And our only injuries this week are of the season-ending variety. Corey Dillon said he knew his season was over the second he went down. And indeed, his club will need to find someone to pick up the rushing slack. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
And in our final game, we had the Eagles come away victorious. So before we embark on some serious Super Bowl hype, let's look back and dole out a few game balls for our primetime players from today's conference championships. 32 teams kicked things off back in September, each having this game as their ultimate goal. Only 2 teams remain. One team will stand alone as champions of the National Football League. I'm Chris Berman, and that just about wraps it up. Thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you for the Super Bowl here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.
All right, y'all. Well, looks like the Super Bowl is going to be us versus the Eagles. A replay of the previous year's Super Bowl with the Patriots and Eagles. So make sure you tune in to next stream, which this is gonna be later today. I'm gonna get back on and play the Super Bowl, but